Welcome to This Is. We're on the lookout for our next new employee here. We're not really, so don't please.
You can email job applications to Matt.
Guys, at least twice a day, I get a message. It's like, hey, I really love your content, but I noticed your editing's not very good.
Today, we're going to be taking a look at some of the finest LinkedIn posts that will determine,
Are we gonna hire them?
or are we going to fire them?
People told me that I was too confident and that I should tone myself down. But guess where they are today versus where I'm at? Nuff said.
So first of all, he's wearing a Gucci sweater.
So this is from a healthcare entrepreneur, which sounds sketchy as
If I were a healthcare entrepreneur, I think that's just drug dealer.
yeah.
That's
They're
actually
like-
a good point.
If they said you were too confident, it's because you're a dick.
Yeah, you know
So
what?
I'm
Yes.
starting this off strong here with, I'm firing this dude.
He needs a little bit more money for the alimony this month, okay? I will actually say though, sorry, my dude. This is not
You're fired.
the way. So we've got an investor in Alphabet, an investor in Apple, an investor in Microsoft, and an investor in Tesla. And what the kids call diamond hands. You buy one share and you never sell it.
I'm hiring this guy.
I mean, clearly he's shown great aptitude in
Loyalty.
looking at the most expensive tech stocks and go, I want one of those, I want one of those. This
Guys.
guy is hired. He's got a great eye for companies that have a real future. These are little startups, but you know, one day they might just make it big. Hiring for a detail-oriented position. Take the candidate out for lunch and see how they eat their corn on the cob. Their true attention to detail will reveal itself. Are you trying to tell me that you're gonna take a candidate out for lunch? Slightly weird for a job application, just straight up. Okay. Do you take people out?
You took me out.
Well, that was a difference. There's a whole other story there.
There's a lot of things to unpack here. One, everything you just said. Two, who the fuck orders corn on the cob at lunch?
Also, you know that this dude absolutely ate corn on the cob all f***ed up just so we could take this photo.
Fired
Fired.
you for your fucked up corn.
Seen some messed up looking corn in the past. I'll say this is not the worst I've ever seen, but
What kind of corn are you watching?
well, clearly whatever this guy is putting out is not high quality material.
Would you hire this guy if you worked at Cornhub?
Yeah, I do some things with my corn. It's very messy.
There's no fork, right?
There's no fork.
Okay,
There's
good. We're good. Okay.
A lot of hands involved.
Moving on. No, hold on. Before we read this one, cinch up your belt, pull down your helmet. This one's not good.
While Russia is taking over Ukraine, we're taking over the Amazon event industry. Whoever can't handle it takes shelter.
That was some psychic damage I just had to experience. I want to talk about this one. I don't like this one. This is
No,
just,
yeah, like
ugh.
I won't be talking about this further, and I will be firing this guy.
Where's the shower when you need one?
You ate that, huh? My daughter said this at dinner this week. I thought she was talking about the salmon. I love my kids, so I try and understand their language. Most folks aren't going to learn your lingo. If you want your resume to be easily understood and not mid, make sure you drop the acronyms and slang. You don't want to be sus, so give it to us straight. TLDR, which is acronyms. Make sure that we understand your flex.
I don't know what the hell the kids are talking about these days, but this is good general advice. Don't use a bunch of cool slang to be hip with the kids when the recruiter is 79 years old.
And we didn't see his resume where for the past 3 years he's been literally hitting the gritty.
The only downside with this post is the fucking insane LinkedIn approach of line, sentence, line, sentence, line. I really believe that this is the future of LinkedIn. Ha 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 ha. There's a moment where I'm like, oh, you know what? LinkedIn feels like a social network that I should be a part of. I know there's all kind of people. And then I look at this and go,
What happens if I don't have a job later on? I gotta like try and find another
this is
one.
not gonna help you. Conversational AI assistant prompt engineer, unpaid. The employee is required to pay $500 per week to maintain access to job data and responsibilities. This is not a real thing. This is absolutely made up and hilarious.
Whoa, what are you talking about? A job is a valuable thing. You just don't give that away for free. What I get here from an applicant
Yeah.
is someone who is so invested in the job, in the culture, in the movement. I'm hiring every one of these interns. This does sound like slavery with extra steps. It's indentured servitude.
You don't pay to do a job. I don't know if you learned this on LinkedIn. Hell no.
Again, I want someone who's invested.
How am I at the gym in the middle of the day on a Monday? Not on lunch and without taking PTO. My colleagues and I are enjoying one of our 4 company days off we receive each year. Hold on a second, back up. 4 days off A year?
A year? First of all, this dude looks exactly like sexy Squidward, but not in a good way.
Bragging about 4 days off a year.
And he's the senior talent partner. His sales pitch to you to come work for them is you'll get to go to the gym on a Monday in the middle of the day.
I've liked 0% of the things I've seen so far. This is all bad. I proposed to my girlfriend this weekend. Here's what it taught me about B2B sales.
Here's the thing. If your first thought is when you just got engaged,
It's gonna be such a sick LinkedIn post.
you should
bro.
probably just bring the divorce paperwork to to the wedding.
The vast majority of the things I see on LinkedIn, especially from these kind of people, are from like nonsense, like selling you like courses. You think about the ridiculous, stupid businessy kind of stuff. This is like the epitome of it. His wife's gonna wake up and realize that she's sharing him with the grind. Signs of a bad follower. You believe that liking posts are enough. You scroll but never comment. You've thought, wow, that is helpful, impactful post, but never said so in a comment or DM. Your friend DM'd you a post, but you didn't like it or comment it. If you have all these signs, then you might be a bad follower. Hey, when's the last time that you liked this video? When's the last time you sent it to a friend and commented and subscribed and made your mom subscribe?
And not every single one of you has posted and told me that I look good in this shirt. And you know what? That means you're a bad follower.
Can I give you some KPIs on this one?
Yeah, if we could circle back on that, though, that'd be great.
For sure. I'll just repost this on LinkedIn every 3 to 7 minutes.
And then
until
I
get banned.
will put it on Threads because that's the only other people who use Threads besides you.
Touche.
My 11-year-old son bought a $4,000 bounce house without telling me.
$4,000 for a bounce house? I haven't been in the bounce house business in a while.
Honestly, that seems like a good deal for a bounce house. A few years ago, we bought a used commercial inflatable bounce house that my kids could rent out for spending money because I'm teaching my 11-year-old how to do this.
I mean, that's fine. You teach your kids how to run a business. That seems cool.
They jumped on the opportunity, pun intended.
Boo.
Apparently, over the last year, the kids have been setting aside a good percent of their income to buy a second inflatable. My 11-year-old found a supplier, chatted with them online,
Wait, what?
gave them my credit card.
This is credit card fraud. You can't have your child steal your credit card and buy stuff. Wow, you ate that.
No.
I feel like the real version of this is that this guy bought a bounce house. His kids rented it out once on the front lawn, never used it again. And then his kid goes, hey, Dad, can I borrow your credit card? I found it. And he goes, no. And he's like, aha, I have a great idea for a LinkedIn post.
Dude,
It'll
this
be
is
hilarious.
this is so fake.
Absolutely fired.
Anything over $100, I get a notification.
I get anything over 1 cent, I get a notification.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I get a lot of
Oh.
notifications.
Tim Tebow. It's him reposting his own post. We need to stop saying negative things about other people.
He posts his tweet, but with a photo of him looking at his own tweet wistfully, like, yes, I'm Tebowing all over the place. You know what? I don't want to say anything negative about it.
I can't.
He's right.
He told us we're not allowed to.
I've never seen someone stare at their own tweet like they're about to make out with it, and I'm kind of about that. Honestly, I could make out with a couple of my tweets. Oh, God. All
If
right.
I could legally mandate our team to follow a diet, I would do so in a heartbeat.
My friend here, are you describing what you do in prison?
So this is a cult. Aaron, Kinsey, you are legally mandated to do this. If you don't, you are fired.
Guided meditation, 1 homemade wellness shot, apple cider vinegar, turmeric, ginger, Himalayan salt, black pepper, and lemon.
You have to read 1 book per week.
I mean, to be fair, there's a lot of Blue's Clues
But
books.
you
I haven't
also
gotten
have to
through yet.
give me 1 book summary a day. You are intermittent fasting 6 days a week. You're only allowed to eat snackies on Sunday. No phone electronics before 9 a.m. or after 10 p.m. And you also have to give me 3 gratitudes written down.
I love my boss so much. Legally, I have
Tell
to say
me
I love
how
my boss.
much you like my shirt.
He brings me corn every day.
Do you read your Blue's Clues book every week?
You better tell me what the Hungry Caterpillar did this morning, or you're fired.
This guy, I'm gonna give him a
Yeah.
hired, absolutely. This is great legal advice that everyone has to follow. The photo I wanted to take for this post versus the process of taking it. I think this is real silly.
Here's the problem. This is the post.
Look how much she wrote on her face. I don't think that's like a one little thing. I've never made a weird looking thumbnail. I stay completely 100% organic, legitimate, authentic, and this is unacceptable.
This girl looks like she would have bullied Aaron in high school, so I'm gonna hire her. The whole reason I hired Kinsey.
I'm traveling for work, and instead of eating a fancy dinner out, I've decided to cook a cheaper meal in the hotel room. I managed to use the coffee machine to cook chicken with butter and garlic. I want to save the company money because I know that every dog counts. It's the little things that get you promoted. Hold up. What? My dude. What the shit? You know, there's a middle ground. You could have gone to like, oh, I don't know, McDonald's. You put your chicken in the coffee pot. You run the coffee pot as if it's going to cook the chicken well.
You boil it.
Boy, I appreciate wanting to save your company money.
So this guy went to a grocery store, bought chicken, cooked it in here. He saved at most like $10.
Can I just say, shout out to the person who makes the coffee in the hotel room the next day, who immediately gets salmonella poisoning. I'm gonna say this is a big fat no from me.
What are you talking about? This is the guy who's grinding for us.
Not
because
a real
of him,
serious post.
We can provide another 17-cent dividend to the shareholders. This is the guy we want on the team.
Think of the shareholders.
Guys,
I'm happy to share that I'm starting a new position as deceased at none. Wait, hooray, you started a position as being deceased.
This is the least crazy post that we've seen
Honestly,
today.
yeah. You know what? After spending a time on LinkedIn, I too would like to be deceased at none. You know, this is the guy who had to make coffee at the hotel the next day. This hot dog flavored coffee tastes a little bit weird. Whatever.
I'm hiring this guy.
I'll hire the ghost.
of...
May you rest in peace.
Next up, we have Chief Awesomeizer in a rapidly growing global innovator combining consulting and digital execution.
I feel like you just barfed into like a bunch of words and just like jumble them up and goes, ta-da! He's not CEO. He's a CAIARGGICCADE. No offense to Martin here.
He does not look awesome.
He looks like he maybe ate a little too much boiled chicken from the coffee pot. Fired. No, you can't be a chief awesomizer.
Nope.
This is a real daily routine that Mark Wahlberg has posted. Matt, would you like to run us through a day in the life of Marky Mark?
For the record,
yeah,
this is how I live my life. So at 2:30 in the morning, I wake up. 2:45 prayer time, and I do that for 30 minutes. 3:15 in the morning, I have my breakfast. 3:40 to 5:15, I have my first workout.
That's quite a lot of working out.
Yes.
Okay, got it.
At 5:30, I have my post-workout meal. At 6 a.m., I shower for 90 minutes. We all know that I am in the bathroom for a while.
This actually is your routine.
Yep. At 7:30 in the morning, I play 30 minutes of golf.
That's not a lot of golf. What the?
That is roughly one hole. At 8 a.m., I have a snack.
Wait, can we just pause?
Nope.
It's 8 a.m. and you've already had 3 meals?
Look, I'm a growing boy.
Okay.
You think, you guys want to talk about the grind? This, my guys, is the grind. From 9:30 to 10:30, I go into cryo chamber recovery. I freeze away all my negative energy.
That checks out. That checks out. Yeah.
At 10:30, all that freezing away has made me hungry again.
Again, the fourth time at 10:30 and you've eaten 4 times?
I'm having a snack again.
Okay.
From 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., I spend time with my family.
Great. Love it.
But I also, during that time, have all my meetings and work calls.
Wait. So you woke up at 2:30 and you don't see your family until 11 where you squeeze them in between meetings and work calls?
Stuff I gotta do, okay?
Like an hour and a half shower in cryo chamber?
I see my kids for 7 minutes, all right? They know what's up.
Cryo chamber for another hour.
Yep.
Because it was very sad to have to look at those little stupid children again.
After having to hear my kids talk for a couple minutes, I gotta have lunch.
It's again.
At 2 p.m., I got more meetings and work calls.
Love it.
I'm not gonna see the family during these ones. These are the real ones. 3 p.m., I pick up the kids from school. They can tell me about their days, whatever.
Yep.
I'm probably on a work call, though, while they're doing that. As soon as we get back, I have a snack. From 5:30 to 7:30, we have dinner and we have some family time. Usually I like to watch one of my movies. So at 7:30, I'm in bed, ready to go.
Wow.
I have built my entire life around this. This is what has given the temple you see before you. This right here, that's snack number 1. This is snack number 2. This is lunch. All right? I mean, you got workout number 1, workout number 2.
I sold my first forklift.
Let's fucking go!
Let's go! Forklift!
I can pinpoint the exact moment that my life started going downhill.
So when you got up on the table and danced after selling a forklift?
In 2009, I let my forklift certification lapse, and my life has gone downhill ever since then. We're definitely hiring this guy to sell more forklifts for us.
Absolutely.
Like, follow, subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next one.
I feel unwell.
You gotta stop standing on this because it's gonna break. Woo! I know that you weigh like 3 pounds, but